Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show with me, Kavita Thapliyal. Now, knowing the claim process of an insurance policy, be it life or health, is one of the most crucial aspects. So, let's deep dive into the process of claims for life and health insurance policies. And for that, I have with me Mahavir Chopra, founder, Beshak.org. Mahavir, good evening and welcome to the show. Very important aspect and something that one should be considering while when you're buying an insurance policy, be it life or health insurance, because this is one particular area which gets ignored, or a lot of people just sort of miss it because they are so busy deciding the cover amount, looking at the features that they are being offered. But when I talk about claims being settled, let's start with life insurance. It's very important to give the right kind of information first, and it is very important to put a nominee on your policy. What should be your basic homework in order to avoid any claim rejection as far as life insurance policies are concerned? Mahavir.
Right. So that's a very good topic, and it's very important that people understand, because insurance is bought for claims. If you're not able to get claims, there's no point investing into insurance. Your question is very good. The homework is the most important when buying an insurance policy. The most important point within these important points would be to ensure that you're making the right declarations in your policy. So when the proposal form comes to you, the application form is the base and the foundation on which your policy is issued. So ensure that you are taking care in filling the form yourself, specifically details related to finance, specifically details related to health and lifestyle. If you make any mistakes there or are lazy and don't take care of giving the right information when giving details that the insurance company is asking for, that is a very big risk that you're taking, and it could lead to your nominee not getting the claim when you're not available, right? So that is one of the most important things. The second is educating the nominee and making the nominee understand that these are the policies, these are the kind of covers, the records, where are they kept, and how do you make a claim. If there is an agent involved, then giving the number of the agent or the advisor so that the nominee can contact that person for all the documents. Most of the cases that we see is that the nominee is clueless about policies, documents, which covers the person who has passed away had. And so record management after nominee education is the third most important thing that needs to be taken care of. So right declarations, record management, and nominee education. If you take care of this, that's enough homework for you to ensure that your claim settlement ratio is 100%.
Sure. So one thing, Mahavir, which a lot of viewers also ask us, when they are buying a life insurance policy, they look at the claim settlement ratio. And as per a lot of them, that is the main criteria depending on which you should be selecting an insurance policy or a company for yourself. Now, how important is claim settlement ratio, and buying an insurance policy or life insurance just on having a high claim settlement ratio, is it the right way for in order to have yourself covered through a life insurance policy?
Right. So the real nuance is claim settlement ratio does not give you any information about an insurance company's claims experience or the speed at which it will basically make a claim payment. It is a very, very broad number which tells you how many claims an insurance company got and how many it basically paid. The claims that did not get paid could be valid rejections by an insurance company. Let's say if there's a fraud, right? So how do you judge a company on something where an insurance company is doing its job of rejecting the wrong, invalid claims, right? In fact, an efficient insurance company is also supposed to not pay claims which are not payable, right? Only doing so will ensure that they are viable in the long run and are able to pay your claim. So claim settlement ratio is something which is a very broad metric, and I would not consider it myself personally to make any decisions about which insurance company is good or bad in claims experience.
All right. Could you also explain us the formalities that one might have to go for making a claim in a life insurance policy? What kind of documents are we talking about? Definitely, you need to have a nominee name so that that person can actually approach an insurance company and give all the kind of information that needed. But then, in terms of documentation, in terms of even reporting of a debt loss. What is the time frame for that, and how do you go about it?
Right. So, as per the policy wordings, typically there is a 30-day window in which you're supposed to notify that there is a death that has happened. But IRDA has made it very clear that if there are any circumstances by which a customer has not been able to do that, insurance companies cannot reject claims. So, even after 30 days, if there is a certain situation, people can make claims. Intimation is the first step in the entire process. Ensure that you are able to intimate the insurer within 30 days, and this can be done over a toll-free call, so you don't have to go anywhere. And many insurers even now have it over their app or their website, so it's as easy. So it will take like 5 minutes for someone in the family within 30 days to do it. That's the first step. Second step is taking care of all the paperwork. In the paperwork, there are three aspects that you should take care of. One is the insurance company will want proof of death, right? So it basically death certificate and details about that is what the insurance company will ask. Second is cause of death. So they will want more papers on understanding the cause of death, which could, let's say if it's an accident case, then there could be details required in terms of police records and all that, FIRs and all that. If it's a regular death, then documentation from the hospital would be required so that the insurance company can evaluate the cause of the death. And basically, the third is the proof of the nominee. The nominee has to prove that the person is the nominee in terms of giving paperwork. It is basically very simple paperwork, photo ID proof and address proof. So these are the things that you are largely supposed to provide. And then there would be obviously payment details that you need to provide. So cancelled checks and all that information is provided, which is readily available with people. So largely what you need to know is cause of death, the proof that you're a nominee, and basically proof of death. If you are able to give these papers, notify the insurance company and submit them on time, then your claim will get basically submitted and processed.
All right, one last question on life insurance, and then we will move on to health insurance claim settlement. In a health insurance policy, what could be the criteria of that policy or the claim getting rejected?
This is health insurance or life insurance?
Life insurance.
Okay, in life insurance, largely claims can get rejected only in the first 3 years as per the Insurance Act. Insurance companies cannot reject any claims after 3 years, even if there is a fraud. So that is the first thing that you need to understand. The second thing is the first 3 years, when the window is in the first 3 years and the claim has happened in the first 3 years of issuing, the policy is getting issued, would be around misrepresentations largely. So misrepresentation could be basically around financial information, that you've given wrong information about your occupation or the place that you work or the salary or the income that you make, or you've given wrong documentation about the income tax returns. That could be one reason for major rejections that could happen. And the second is related to health. If you made wrong representations about health or hidden information about, let's say, blood pressure, asthma, or diabetes, that if the information is insurance, if it comes in the hand of the insurance company in the first 3 years of, and a claim is happening in the first 3 years, then there's a chance of a claim rejected. So that's why the most important thing is going to be is going to be about ensuring information is given rightly when you're buying the policy.
All right, so now let's move on to health insurance policies claims that get rejected. So over here, let's consider a scenario, Mahavir, of a cashless health insurance policy that you have, and one where you have to follow the process of reimbursement. Definitely the kind of document requirement and also the right kind of information of your hospitalization needs to be given. But then what could be the other criteria that you might have ignored when you bought a health insurance policy, and when you make a claim, it gets rejected?
Right. So there are 4 large criteria by which a claim can get rejected in health insurance. One would be exclusions, and there are 2 types of exclusions in an health insurance policy. One would be time-based exclusions, which are waiting periods in your policy. So if you're making a claim of any disease or treatment which is in the waiting period when you bought the policy, that obviously would not be paid. So that is one reason why your claim can get rejected. Second would be permanent exclusions in the policy. So certain diseases, treatments may not be covered by an insurance company. For example, cosmetic surgeries are not covered by insurance companies. A lot of health insurance policies do not cover maternity. So these would be rejections basically. The third would be misrepresentations. Again, like we spoke in life insurance, in health insurance also, major reason for claim rejections that you will see happening is around misrepresentation, where a customer has missed giving information about some specific health or lifestyle declaration to the insurance company, and the insurance company has come to know this through the paperwork that has happened in the hospital. So that is the third reason why claims get rejected. The fourth is more of a procedural rejection, where you're not able to submit all the paperwork to the insurance company. Like if the insurance company is asking for back papers to understand when the disease got diagnosed, and if you're not able to provide those back papers in terms of investigations, reports, or doctor consultations or prescriptions, in that case also an insurance company can say that you're not able to prove when the disease actually started getting diagnosed, and hence the insurance company can reject the claim. So paperwork would be the fourth reason why claims can get rejected.
All right. So now, once your claim gets rejected, what exactly a policy holder can do? I mean, this would be just once that your claim has gotten rejected, or this could also spiral in a regular thing. You know, the insurance company would be just too concerned about whatever claims you're trying to make.
Right. So if the claims are rejected because of misrepresentation that we spoke about, then the insurance company also has the right to cancel your policy. So if the insurance company is very clear that they are not happy with the information that they've received now, which they should have received when the policy was bought, then the insurance company will actually go ahead and cancel the policy. The other option the insurance company has is that they may charge a certain additional premium and continue your policy with addition of that new information that they've got from you now. And although this claim has been rejected, now your waiting periods would start. And after those waiting periods are over, you will be able to make claims. So these are the two scenarios that would appear in front of a person who has got a claim rejection due to misrepresentation, not being able to inform something to the insurer when buying the policy.
And what if an investor or policy holder feels the rejection that's made is wrong? How can they go about it? And how do you actually even identify that it is a wrong rejection that the insurance company has done?
Right. So the best way to handle this is actually to get in touch with an expert. Like at Beshak, we do this on our forum, and we also have a lot of advisors who do this for a fee, or even do it pro bono. You can get in touch with an expert who can look at your documents and tell you whether your claim is payable or not payable. And after that, you could basically apply for a grievance, right, with an insurance company. So every insurance company is mandatorily required to have a grievance officer in the company to whom you can write and basically claim that you should have got the payment, and make a complaint or make a grievance to that insurance company. If you don't get satisfactory response from this insurance company in 15 days, then you can apply and write to the IRDA portal. So IRDA has a portal for grievance, which you can use to basically make a complaint as an escalation to the non-satisfactory response that you got from the insurance company. The next option is basically to go to an ombudsman, which is basically a lokpal for insurance, where you can go and online apply and make a grievance with that lokpal or that ombudsman, and that ombudsman will then in turn basically make a judgment based on all the information it gets from you and the insurance company. So these are typically things that you can do. Apart from this, you can also take the legal route. So you can go to the consumer court, and you can also go to the regular courts, because it's a contract finally.
All right. I think that will be all. Thank you so much, Mahavir, for being on the show and helping our viewers with such a important process as far as your life or health insurance policies are concerned. Thank you so much.
Thank you.